Today I would like to talk about the benefits of having a personal food garden. Gardening will positively benefit all that wish to put in the time and effort. In today's society, food security is becoming a growing problem. The questionable way that the food we eat is being transported and mass produced is alarming. It's something that we should all be concerned about. We should all be aware of what's going into our bodies. The ease of walking into a store and buying something that is cheap and unhealthy seems reliable, it seems efficient, it seems like what we should be doing when the cost of everything is getting higher. But there are ways to help offset these unhealthy eating habits and also get mental and physical benefits along the way. By starting with just even one single plant, growing it at home, and learning about how food is produced, you can become more conscious of what's going into your body. Gardening is not as unachievable as I believe it is made out to be. There is a lot of effort required to start. You have to, depending on the scale of what you want to do. We'll say you're starting with just one plant. You do have to do a little research, find out when you can plant it, if it's too cold, if it's too hot, if it needs direct sunlight or not. There's a little research. It's nothing that can be unattainable for most people. And going out and getting one plant, I think, can be life-changing. I started with one strawberry plant and was able to grow it from nothing, from a seed, up until a plant that produced strawberries. And those were some of the best strawberries I've ever had. And they really made me aware of what I'm eating at the store is not what you grow in the ground. They don't look the same, they don't taste the same, and it's something that is not as fresh and as good and as healthy, and it's not as good to your body. It doesn't have all the same, qualities that something natural from the earth can give you as something that's just grown in a factory. Diet is one of the most important things we can do for our bodies that we have control over. We can decide what goes in there. You don't decide, he, she, they don't decide. Nobody decides what you put in your mouth except for you. So if you're eating something that is bad for you and you continuously do it, that is your decision. And I think taking the time to do something that might be a little difficult, such as raising a plant, and investing that time into your health is amazing. It's so good for you. It can really help your mental well-being. It can make you feel like you're accomplishing something. You're putting in time and effort into something that gives you rewards. You reap rewards from this. What we eat now is usually overloaded with sodium, fats, added sugars. Pesticides are sprayed onto our foods that have potentially dangerous side effects, and in some places these foods are banned according to WHO, which is, the World, what is it? The World Health Organization. I was wanting to say, I forgot what the H was for, but the World Health Organization talks about how there is pesticides in our food that's banned in other places. Now, I think that a lot of people get scared about how intimidating it can be to see these other people having these big farms, these big gardens, producing, every kind of food. You see it on like TikTok and social media, on Instagram and Facebook. These people have very, very large gardens. And it is scary, and it is a lot of work. I don't do that. I don't have time to do that. I wish I did. But I think that having one plant to start with, just one, is really going to help change a lot of people's lives. It's going to give you something that you can look forward to. And there's different kinds that you can start with in a container. You can start with peppers. You can start with strawberries. Onions are easy to grow. You really don't have to do much to them. They're underground. You just put some water in there and then you have an onion. Potatoes. There's a lot of things you can grow inside of a container. Carrots, I've done carrots before. Those are fun too, and they're cute. You can watch the stems grow out and then pull them out, and they can be different colors. But the taste and the health benefits are so important. You can get accessible, healthy food that you bring into your own life, in your own house, that you don't have to buy from a mass-produced grocery store. And you can have that. You can have access to that. Your family can have access to that. That's how the world was before Walmart and Kroger. You raised this stuff. You had these things. Our bodies were healthier. I agree that there's medicinal properties that we have now that we didn't have back in the day. I don't think that we shouldn't vaccinate. A lot of these things have negative connotations to them. Um, I believe that modern medicine is important, but I also believe that we only have one body, and the things we put into it matter. And it's really going to help. It's going to help your mental health. It's going to help your physical health, and it's going to help you learn something about what you're putting in your body. And I hope that you take the time to do a little bit of research and just invest in yourself. That's the most important thing you can do when it comes to food is invest either your time or your money, whichever one you choose. You don't have to invest your money. You don't have to have a lot of money to do this. You can just take some time. Take the 15 minutes that you're going to scroll on your phone in the morning to go water your little plant. Put it outside in the sun and just raise it. Raise something that gives you substance, that gives you life, that isn't, just handed to you. So many things are just handed to us now. And I think that it really makes us lose track of what's important, and it makes us lose track of what we can do, as humans, what we are capable of. And we are capable of providing ourselves food. So I would like to challenge you, everybody, to try to raise one plant. And I promise you will reap positive benefits, and you will find that the food tastes great. Thank you for listening.